Hey guys, this is Chigwos and I'm back for another Football Manager 14 video here in Milton Keynes. Alright, we are still in the Premier Division and we are currently sitting in 12th place. I know it's still only 15 games in, we do play 38, but I'm looking at our projection. So you think about it, 18 points, nearly halfway. So just say we get a bit better in the season and we hit maybe, I don't know, maybe I'd say 38 is a safe point. Anything less than 38 could be a problem, but we're looking good. We're 8 points clear from the bottom, 6 points clear of relegation. So we could stay up, which is the goal. The goal is to stay up, and that's what we're hoping for. One thing I'd like to note, since my time in the Premier League, I just want to go to my inboxes for a second and just go job interviews. If you just double check this for a minute, I've had a job offer from Toulouse, who are now struggling in the Ligue 1. We've had a job offer at Udinese, a job offer at Montpellier, a job offer at FC Sharks, a job offer at Feyenoord, a job offer at Norwich, a job offer at Saint Etienne, and a job offer at FC Twente. So these are all reasonably stature clubs in the world. I mean, if you look, you've got Norwich, who are in the Prem struggling. Then you got Feyenoord, Montpellier, who sometimes make Champions League football. Udinese sometimes make Champions League, and Toulouse, they're generally a mid-table team in Ligue 1. So we're getting somewhere in the world, knowing that we're getting all these big job offers in, considering we're still at Milton Keynes. We just have a look at our recent run of fixtures. Last time I saw it was at the transfer window, and you look at it, it was alright. We've had a few losses. We've lost their first two games, which was expected. We ended up picking up a 1-1 draw with Arsenal. We only lost to Manchester City 1-0, which was very good. We did lose to Tottenham 2-0. So if you think about it, 5 big teams there. So look, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal and City, I'd say, are the big four. We managed to pull out a draw against the big four. And then you also look a little further down. Tottenham, we lost. Unfortunately, they're top 6. United are generally top 6 team as well. So we got a draw against United. We had a 1-1 draw with Nottingham Forest. We beat Newcastle 4-2, and at that stage in the Championship, the Premier League, Newcastle were on second on top of the ladder. So they're pretty high. We then beat Aston Villa in Capital One Cup 4th round in extra time. Draw with Reading, draw with Southampton, draw with Brighton. So a lot of draws here. A win against Swansea, a win against Cardiff. And you just look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games without being defeated is a very big feat for us, considering it's our first year in the Prem. So that was excellent to see. One more thing I'd like to look at is if you look at the season preview, we were bottom to stay up. We were worst to win the league. We were favourite to be relegated. Very unfortunate, but if you have a look, not doing too bad. And the one thing we want to look at is look at our past positions. Our past positions. We started off 18th, dropped down to 20th. We then managed to pick up to a highest of 16th before we dropped back down to 19th. Then we peaked. Within 2 weeks, we got to 13. We settled for a week, dropped down to 14th for a week, 2 weeks. And then we pushed back up to 11th. We were 11th last week, and with our recent loss, we've just dropped to 12th. Well, that's not bad considering you look at other teams like Newcastle. See, they were at top at one stage, and then they just dropped off entirely. Arsenal haven't had the best year either. Liverpool, they've been quite steady. Tottenham been getting higher and higher. Man United just peaked straight away, and now they're sitting around the top. Chelsea sitting high, Manchester City sitting high, and like Nottingham Forest average, Aston Villa quite average. So it's not bad. And you look at Reading, started off quite high and just shrugging off. And Fulham just can't get up really, no higher than 15th. We'll have a look at the stats for this year so far. We don't have many players in the highest stats. But if you do have a look, one funny thing is Fulham are sitting in 19th position, but they've got Kostas Mitroglou, who's currently on 10 goals. He's the equal highest goal scorer in the league so far, and to sit on 10 goals at a club like Fulham is quite odd. But one more thing before we get into the game is just have a look at our average rating so far. We've got a few average ratings that are high this season. Jose Antonio Caro has got a high average rating, 7.4. Bongani Kumalo, 7.1. We got Marquette and Fivey are both sitting on 6.9s. Ryan Hall, 7.27. He's been exceptional this year. Excellent. Just hoping his form can continue. Ben Reeves still sitting at 7 as well. And Ricky Lambert, our new signing, sitting at 6.9. I'm still starting Kevin Trapp, even though his average rating is a bit lower than David Martin's, just because Kevin Trapp's a better goalkeeper overall. Alright. So I've submitted my team. And let's see how things go, guys. Hopefully you can get the win here today. So, we're huge underdogs. Let's get out there. Let's do it. So start off with the highlight, as you do with every game. And we've been tripped already, hoping there's no action will be taken, unfortunately. It would have been good to see them get a yellow card, but that's just the way things go. Marquette has taken the knock, unfortunately, but he'll get back to full condition soon. And Billy Sharps just fouled someone else. He should receive a yellow card for this. Which he is. He's been given a yellow card, so that's excellent news. Get them a bit hesitant at the start. Trapp plays the ball out to the target man Lambert, who doesn't do anything, but Kumalo comes in. At 5, our new signing, doesn't really do much. But it does look like QPR on the attack now. Got to watch out for Loic Remy, who's just ran past the defender, but shot absolutely wide. You expect a better shot from Loic Remy from that range, but I mean he's not world class, but he has just signed for Chelsea, which is a big thing. But we all know how Chelsea go with their money. They buy. Longington plays it to the middle to Marquette, our young 19-year-old who just recently had his birthday. He's now 20. They've got the ball back. Remy's going to go for another run here, but good defending blocks that off. Fivey, surely that's offside, ref, but it's not. And excellent defensive work there from Caro, our new signing. So they play the ball out, and Kumalo's just hit it out. So that's what I'd prefer. Hit the ball out, keep it clear from the goal, push forward slowly if we have to. Just don't want any threat in front of goal really, because we don't have the fastest defence on the game today. We're playing a slightly rotated team, but our rotated team is quite better than our starting team, which is good. Alright, so we got another highlight. It's looking good. Just playing around with the ball a bit, just pushing forward. Just short, sharp passing. We do still play control, and we have lost it. And here goes Sharp. He's going to look to Phillips. Phillips might look wide, but he's actually cut the middle of the field. Butterfield, Trapp, what a save. That's why we brought you in, mate. Trapp's made an excellent save there. They should be winning. We haven't had a shot yet. Half an hour into the game, but our chance will arise when the time is ready. And here we go. We have another highlight. Lambert plays it to the middle, but that's a waste of possession. And hopefully we can get the ball back here, but we haven't. Forlan plays it to Sharp. Back to Forlan. He's going to look to the middle. To Adiemi. He's going to look to Sharp. He's going to play onto Remy. Remy's going to score. Not Kevin Trapp with the save. And Longington, the captain, gets rid of it. But that's a bit of an audacious attempt from QPR there. Not a good sign for them. But I'd be happy with the draw today. We'll see us on 19 points. But here we go, another highlight. I don't even get time to talk. Gleason to 5 to Ricky Lambert. Just hold on to it, mate. There you go, play it back. Play it, Reeves. Play it. There you go, Ricky Lambert, the big man on campus. Oh, Green hit it over the top, surely. That's the corner for us. Ryan Hall's going to whip it in. And we've got it on the deflection. And Marquette, tried to play it to the right corner, but Green did get there. So yeah, I'd be happy to take a point today. I just don't want to get relegated. Another highlight, I can't even talk about our situation right now. As Malone plays to Butterfield, to Fallen, who plays out wide to Phillips, to Adiemi, back to Phillips, and he's going to play back to Adiemi. Adiemi plays back to Phillips, they're just passing the ball here. Back to Brayford, and Reeves, should have done something better with that, mate. Shouldn't have given it back to him. Sharp, to Remy, over the bar. Excellent. Now, I'll quickly try and get in what I was trying to say. Any points here are valuable because QPR are also one of the teams that's come up with this. They should be relegation threatened. So, as I said, I'm looking towards the 38 point mark to see how things go. So, I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. That's alright. So, we're just looking to stay in the Prem, because if we stay in the Prem, we'll get a better club stature. Also, if we stay in the Prem, we can look to sign better players, because at the moment, look, our team is good, but I don't think much of our team will be around much longer. Some of our players are still in their 30s, so we will have to look to replace some of those guys in the future. Hopefully sooner rather than later, so they can get used to the familiarity of the team. But key players like Ryan Hall, I don't want to get rid of, and I signed Ricky Lambert for 50k, as you all know, but he's 33 years old, so he won't be around much longer, as Remy has a shot. But Trap's on fire today, guys. And there you have a corner, and Trap's made another big save there, and there's a big fumble in the box, and it's gone back to Trap, thank the Lord. Yeah, so Ricky Lambert won't be around much longer, so I'm going to have to get another striker in. Hopefully I can find someone young enough that's good enough to play. I've got a few players loaned out this year again. The loans are always good to sort of develop my team, see if I'm going to get any good performers from what we've picked up from the Regen Day. But if not, I can always sell them off for a big cash. Also, we all know Chicharito didn't want to come here, which is another reason why I want to stay in the Prem, because if we stay in the Prem, higher recognition players will want to join our club, as Remy scores an offside goal. Very fortunate for us there. I was just about to have a bit of a moment, but looks like we've pulled away lucky there. So our season's getting good. Just hoping that we can keep pushing. I mean, if we can finish mid-table, that'd be excellent. Even if we can finish in the top half, that would be even better. I'm not really worried about pushing much higher than that for the first couple of years. I just really want to stabilise myself. Ricky Lambert's on. Ryan Hall to Gleeson. Lovington gets past. Come on. There you go. Reeves is on. Reeves. Oh. Yeah, nice shot there. So, yeah, focus on stabilising ourselves as a Premier League team. Surprisingly, my job status is still really good, even though we've had a few losses this year. Looking very good, and we have had a lot of draws, but those draws are really keeping us in the Prem this year. We're looking to be the West Brom of the Premier League, which is stupid because West Brom are normally in the Prem, but it seems as though they've been relegated this year, so we can be the West Brom replacements this year. As Lambert gets the ball, plays it onto Hall. Hall's surely going to finish this. Oh, Green's had a good game for them today, as Trap has for us. Ryan Hall, whip it in onto a head. Come on, boys. Bit better than that. Fivey, play it central. Gleeson. Oh, come on, that's horrible. Now they're on. We can't afford this, guys. We really can't. Someone needs to press onto Malone, as they have, but watch the in-ball. Akaro picks it up. And Five's got it. He's going to lose it here. Oh no, he's been tripped. Is finally going to get a red or a yellow? Oh no, he's kept his cards pocketed, surprisingly. So there must be something coming from the second half of this highlight, which there is. Remy's on, which means they're probably going to score here. And clearance from Spence, which is excellent. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly change the team around a bit while I'm here. See if we can push to get the win. I mean, as I said, I'd be happy with the draw, but I do want to get the win, as QPR have just scored off camera. It's a bit embarrassing. It was Remy who scored. Apparently it should have been offside, but I'm not going to argue with the ref. Just get a stronger team on. Just try and push. Alright, it's loading the highlights, so this is going to be really frustrating as I try and make these changes. Taylor swap with Gleason. So I'm going to play really narrow. I'm going to change to attacking fluid, which I should have just done there, which I haven't. So Remy has put that ball in the back of the net. Not very nice. So they're looking to make. It's only his second goal of the season, which makes me feel even worse. But I'm going to change to an attacking fluid system now for the last 15 minutes of the game. Just see if I can get a goal back, because as you can see we've dropped now 13th place, which is still alright, but QPR will get more points out of this game than I was hoping, which is not good for our future season. So nothing really happening. I'm just going to stick on overload, see if we can get a 90th minute highlight, something like that. As you see, I'd rather lose 2-0 than lose 1-0, because it just doesn't show our consistency. And as I've said that, here we are. Ricky Lambert has played it forward and it's gone straight to green. Should have done better with that, boys. I think Lambert should have passed to Nile Ranger there. Ranger's got a bit more pace than Ricky Lambert does. Ricky Lambert's more of a target man than a runner, a shot taker, I'll say. And they've just scored again, unfortunately. Looks to be an own goal. So yeah, it's a bit disappointing. We are sitting now in 12th, which is not bad. But if you look at this highlight, Caro accidentally plays it into his own net, where Trapp should have saved that. A bit more communication at the back would have been better there, but looks like that's the rest of the game, unfortunately. And that's just the way things go in football. As you can tell, they have another highlight, but it's going to be the end of the game. And there we go. So we should have done better there. Should have got some points, but that's the way things go. As I've said, I was telling them they were unlucky, and they're really liking that, which is good. Kevin Trapp, 6.5 rating, not bad. So that has pushed QPR up to 16th. We've still sat in 12th, as you can see. Brighton drew, and Leicester lost. So none of those teams are a threat to us. The only problem I see there is Norwich have picked up a win where they were sitting on 12 points. That now drops Swansea, and Swansea have a stronger team than Norwich. So that could be a bit of a problem in the bottom half of the table. But can't complain. Alright, so Nile Range now 5 appearances for making 50, and we'll have to pay Swindon 50k if that happens. So Dean Santonegro is on loan. Just skip all that shit. Alright, check the fixtures. Next game is Chelsea Capital One Cup. We do have a big bad run of results, but I'm thinking maybe I might join you guys for the Fulham game. Just because that should be a better live com than all the others. Or I could join you for Bristol in a few weeks' time, which could also be good. I'm thinking Bristol or Fulham. Yeah, Bristol or Fulham at the moment. If not Fulham, then maybe the Reading game. Because as you can see, it's nearly transfer window. I will give you guys a transfer update as we do every season, but that's about all I can give you for today. I'll leave you with the table here. My name's been Chivos. I've been your host today. Any comments, likes, feedback, tips, hints, anything, leave them in the comments section below. It's really appreciated. I can really build off you guys your intake of the series. I'd appreciate it if you could smash the like button. It really does help me out. It gets me out there a bit more so people can understand what I'm trying to achieve and what I'm doing. And as I said, I've been your host. My name's Chivos, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.